big lead, but lots of time left. We're not even halfway through, gentlemen, and especially with these players and these teams, anything could really happen. So let's see the action.
And Zach and Georgia had a not great set, and I think it's very smart that they're sitting this one. Some people, like, they have a bad set and they really just want to get back on the horse and right the ship, but I think Zach needs a little cooling down time.
And in fact, there is a little bit of news here. Onum Teba is with Stuart Rubenstein again in the North-South chairs at the other table. So that means Rubenstein's gotten 3 segments in today, where Zhang is only getting 1. So maybe Rubenstein preparing for, their A team in for 3 out of 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be the case.
It sounds
so
like
the first hand we had some interesting potential decisions here. Eddie Wold made a very disciplined non-preempt and second seat with has a good suit, but he's got a decent 3-card major on the side. He's second seat and doesn't want to necessarily preempt in front of partner, so he passed and was able to back in with 2 clubs.
And is that a good reason not to preempt here with Jack 10 third of hearts? Like you don't want to preempt your side out of a heart fit when it's a 50-50 shot here?
It's sort of, for me, it's sort of a tiebreaker, not necessarily a good reason.
Got it.
But
all right,
yeah, so he's stopped in 3 hearts.
At the other table, they're playing 2 spades with the North-South cards, actually.
I was taught not to preempt with a 4-card major. Now you're telling me I can't with a 3-card major.
Well,
Well, I know you're not supposed to make a 2-suited bid with a nice 3-card major on the side, usually. If
I like to preempt.
Yeah, I like to preempt too.
Preempt anymore.
You don't like slow play either. You can't always get what you want, There's going to be slow play, and you're going to have to preempt, Adam.
But see, a preempt means that the auction can't be as long because we've taken up more space. So
even extra motivation.
I'm going with that.
There you go.
So Declare's got this nice 3-2 heart break. So they've got 6 hearts, 2 spades already. They can lead up to the ace of diamonds for their 9th trick. So they're going to make this pretty comfortably. I don't see too much more to the hand.
And as we see at this table, Zhang North, Eddie Wold South, Adam Grossack, and Emma Kolesnik West and East. Onum Teba, Stuart Rubenstein North and South, and Dan Corbell and Sylvia Shee West and East. Definitely swingable match because of the different systems, so we'll keep you updated.
Yep. And Adam and Emma are getting married in next summer. I believe he said in Barcelona.
Oh, nice. One of my favorite European cities. Love Barcelona.
Have you gotten your invitation yet? Should we expect invitations, do you think? I mean,
I don't know. I asked why Barcelona, and he was like, I hear it's nice.
Yo aprendiendo español. Yo estoy aprendiendo español ahora mismo.
What Rob just said is he's learning Spanish right now.
Whoa, Danny speaks Spanish better than I do.
Un poquito. So I missed something. There must have been a spade spot where Adam was able to just drive spade honors out here, and that was his 9th trick, and the ace of diamonds was not.
They led the queen of spades on this one.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so that's 3 hearts making 3. The other table, 2 spades with the North-South cards, and they are certainly not going to make it. Let's see how many they go down. Down 3 is a chopper.
So once again, we get to test Eddie Wold's preempting style. He's 6'4" this time, but he's unfavorable vulnerability.
They are a very cute
he chooses
couple.
2 hearts. All right.
Agreed.
So it wasn't the side 4-card / 3-card major. It was more just the second seat that slowed him down.
Red white. This is not my style. I would pass.
Yeah, your suit is pretty juicy, and awesome. Jack 10 spades is a nice little side source of trick.
Yeah, I just want partner to expect closer to an opening hand when I'm red white.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I literally wrote the book on preempts.
Did you really?
So yeah, I mean, one of the things.
Did you write the book?
I wrote a book.
One of the things, the more modern younger players have a bigger differential between their favorable and unfavorable vulnerability preempts than old school people do.
Yeah.
In my experience. So
all of the conversations. All of the conversations we had about these situations in the junior house kind of rotated around, hey, just like the poker world, you're putting a bunch of pressure on your opponents in a lot of situations, and that's good for you, even if it might sometimes be situationally bad in the long run. If you're making reasonable decisions and putting maximum pressure, you're doing a good job.
So here we see this 3-diamond bid. Normally it would be a transfer to hearts over a 2-note trump bid, but they're transferring through the suit. And as the alert says, they're showing invitational values in spades. Now, I'm not sure what 3 spades showed versus 3 hearts. Maybe it just shows that they've got 3 spades. They didn't alert.
Well, would Emma pick 4 spades though if that 3 spades did confirm a fit?
I would think she might.
I mean, if 3 diamonds is invitational, 3 spades has to be like
it was invitational plus. It was unlimited.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's got to mean I'm willing to not be in game if you just have a minimum.
Got it. Well, we will see.
And she actually has a hand where she could conceivably find a slam for their side, and Slammer is going to fail on 4-1 trumps, as we can see.
Yeah,
you want to be in diamonds, don't you?
Sort of. Yep.
Yeah. What would Bridgeworld say in the Challenge to Champs? Which contract would be the 10 score?
So Challenge to Champs is a match points based competition.
Yes. Sorry, but still, just gauging.
I think they're just going to be in game anyway. We'll see what happens from here.
Yeah.
So if for whatever reason 3-no trump was forcing, Zach didn't cooperate with on the 4 spades.
Adam.
I keep calling him Zach.
Yeah, Adam.
I see Grossack, and I think a picture of Zach appears in front of my eyes.
Well, it's worse with like Avery Silverstein.
Yeah.
You're just going to see A Silverstein on a bunch of stuff and see like, okay, which one?
So I don't think there's too much to play here.
This is actually their pending nuptials is it's like the joining of Titanic bridge families, like keeping the lineage strong and bridge skills in the family.
There's another family that has a similar joining, which is Shane Blanchard and Sandra Rimstead.
Yeah, I know those.
So Shane is related to Jill and Bobby Levin
and the great Gail Greenberg.
Don't forget. Yeah, and then the Rimstead family obviously has great genius for bridge.
Yeah. All world champ. All their children are all world champion bridge players. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
and they're all still very young.
Well, in Shane's family, his grandmother, his father, and his mother are all world champions.
Yep, and his stepfather,
and his wife,
Bobby Levin, and his wife,
and
Sandra Rimstead happens to be his wife. Yeah. Shane Blanchard, if you're out there,
his grandfather as well is a national champion.
That's right.
So there's a lot of good genes in both those families.
I was leading a national event with Shane with 1 session left, and we did not win.
They stopped the clock at the wrong time.
Yeah. Should have called in a fire alarm at that after that session. All right, guys, 4 spades here, 4 spades at the other table.
What happened on the first board as far as a swing or not?
I will tell you. There was a slight swing of 1 because they were in 2 spades down 2 versus the 3 hearts making 3.
Okay.
And gentlemen, I'm going to leave you here for just a moment. Just be right back.
All right.
I guess the rice is ready.
So Adam has the dreaded Flannery convention hand, although he doesn't play Flannery to my knowledge. I'll just up in a normal 1 heart.
I bet she bids 2 clubs.
I think she might. It's a dangerous hand to bid 2 clubs with 5-3-3-2 and 4 clubs, and your king queen doubled and a hearts aren't worth the 5 points that they're
No,
displaying.
I admit I would pass. I'm a pretty solid 2-level overcaller.
As am I, especially with this shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, if I had better honor structure, I might be more tempted to make a takeout double with 3-2-3-5,
Yeah.
but not, this is a sort of hand where it goes heart two clubs pass, and you're just dreading the pass doubles. You can just feel it coming. Here, that won't happen, of course.
Right.
I think Emma's just going to raise hearts. Yeah, she's not going to
I would think.
bid spades.
Eddie would like to get a diamond lead director in. So I think
There it is.
yeah, because he has safety with the club fit,
Mhm.
and he has safety in his suit being ridiculous. Um, so he knows his partner's going to be on lead if they defend a heart partial or a heart game. He desperately wants a diamond lead.
You also have to be wondering where the spades are with this small singleton spade and three people having bid, and no one's uttered the word spades yet.
This is true. This is true.
You can actually see if he passed. I mean, Adam wouldn't make a move with his hand, but if he had a stronger hand with the same shape, he could bid two spades, and then East West could back into a much better 5-4 spade fit than their flimsy 5-3 heart fit. Welcome back, Rob.
Thank you, boys. So I might be on mute a bit, but if you need any looking around, you let me know.
Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you, boys.
I've got a glass of ice wine here.
Ooh,
what are you pairing that with? Actually, that's one of my favorites coming from upstate New York, it's near Canada.
Yeah, this is from northern Michigan. It's great. I
Perfect.
have a little dark chocolate with it.
Yeah, perfect spot for
so
ice wine.
it's a good thing for Eddie that his three diamond lead director was based on an actual suit, because he's ended up buying a contract there.
And I mean, it's a fine spot.
Looks like it'll handle just fine. There's one of everything.
A loser in every suit and bring it home pretty easily.
The only major threat to this contract would have been a club rough, but that's not coming in.
Right. At some point, he needs to rough a heart or pitch on the clubs. Adam underled his ace jack of hearts. Didn't really matter. So now they rough the heart and concede a club.
Yeah, you can play all his diamonds out in case somebody has all the clubs and all the spades at this point.
Or just take the double.
Or not. Oh yeah, he could just take the double, but that's true.
I think that's the better play. If West had the queen and the jack of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
But 110 looks like a very good result. Other tables playing in hearts the other way. And they're going to lose a couple hearts and a spade and a diamond. They'll probably make. They'll go in plus in both rooms. That's another good result.
So you can see Rob is displaying his also dinner break on the Zoom call. We talked earlier in the day and in other matches that the first day there's still so much time left, but when the lead starts to get into the 60s and 70s, it's starting to get a little bit problematic for the Rubenstein team.
Yeah.
They're not going to be swinging for the fences and trying to create swings at this point, but they've got to start to be a little concerned about their position.
Yeah.
So this feels like a mixed raise to me. Heart, two clubs, three hearts. You've got four trumps. You've got a couple of doubletons. You've got an ace. Yeah, that's what Wald shows as well.
I don't know. I don't like those jacks. I would treat it more as a preemptive raise, but potato these days.
Yeah, you know, I've seen notes that say mixed-ish,
Right.
which
I mean, I
shows,
was taught a mixed raise is like 8 to 10. This is not
yeah,
that. This is a 5 count.
sure. There's a 5 count with two doubletons though.
Ooh.
And you know, the ace of spades is an ace, it's not two queens, and the jack of trumps is a nice
I
card.
mean, I've seen worse hands before. I have bid 3 hearts on much worse.
Danny, the
Yeah.
optimist.
Yeah. But
So also similar to the last hand, you know, two people have had a chance to bid and they haven't bid spades yet, and he only has two of them. So he, you know, stopping that easy cheap two spade bid on certain hands can have a lot of value here.
Good question
Well, I
from David in
definitely-
the chat. How would you bid preemptive raise if not 3 hearts? And I think the answer is a lot of players just don't have the ability to bid preemptively here if they agree this is mixed, right?
right.
Mhm.
They've agreed it's mixed.
But
and
a
then
wide-ranging mix, maybe.
they do it on a bunch of hands that don't actually meet the definition of a mixed raise.
Well, maybe it just means their definition of a mixed race is different than it used to be.
I guess so. Yeah, it has gotten much wider, which to me, like, I don't know, takes away the point of the mixed raise, which was supposed to be like, hey, I have constructive values, and if I could have a 5 count and I could have a 9 count, why not just call it all preemptive?
So with a nice double fit, this hand is going to play very well. In fact, it's just on a diamond guess to make 4.
Yeah, 2 clubs
No,
off the top and the ace of diamonds, and
you need to avoid a 3-1 diamond break where a rough was available as well, but 4 hearts is, you know, and that sort of suggests that this hand is maybe worth a little more than the 5 high card points Adam is calling it.
they have a double fit.
Yep, it's true.
But that doubleton was really important. They're getting a rough.
Yep. Meanwhile, how the East-West did in spades, they're going to lose 2 hearts and a spade for sure. Not easy for them to attack diamonds in time. Does it require ace of hearts under lead heart and diamond through to beat 4 spades?
Yeah, I think you just have to lead a low heart from the north side to put a diamond through. It's trivial.
Well,
I'm back from
leading
dinner.
up from ace, king, queen, 10 to put a dime through, I wouldn't call that trivial.
Yeah, that was sarcasm, Danny.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm very dry.
You shouldn't have to explain sarcasm, Mr. Icewine. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing about the East-West hands is they don't have a quick entry to the West hand to take a spade finesse, but with a spade queen singleton, a proper winning guess there would solve that problem too.
I described underleading ace king queen as trivial. I figured I didn't have to explain that.
All right, so
Yes,
sorry,
sarcasm.
Adam. I'm sorry, Danny. You need to be better at detecting sarcasm.
Yeah.
Danny, I liked what you were saying earlier. I mean, this is like or dislike, but what you're saying is so true. You're getting to that point right now with 72 being the number as like we need to start kind of righting the ship and clawing at least a little bit back, not giving more away, so we have you know, a clean chance tomorrow.
I'm curious, Rob, what's going on in the other room at this table?
Right now they are playing this board, and it went a heart double. So you want to hop over here and just
Yeah, let's
sit
see
tight
how
for a
this
bit?
board plays out, because the double now is going to bring spades into the game.
What
So
do we
now-
think of double versus 2 hearts? 2 clubs, I mean.
I would usually bid 2 clubs with that hand.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the hand is all about the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe she felt her hand was too good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the too good, but you do have that reserve king third of spades.
Agreed. That could be she's just treating it as a stronger hand, and Dan just says, "Well, okay, 4 spades looks like it might be right."
Yeah.
How
We'll
are they
see
going
if
to
they
do
can
here?
find the trivial defense here.
They have a second chance at trick 2.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's actually not that inconceivable for Anam to realize that she does need a diamond through.
She
Well, her partner could just have the queen of diamonds.
Sure, they could.
Did they call this a mixed raise or a weak raise?
Good question. It is 6 to 9,
6 to
so
9.
mixed-ish.
Well, he had 6,
Oh,
and he has 4 hearts.
that's that range you're talking about, Adam. A little bit wider now.
He was more like in the 8-9 range.
But yeah, the importance of the mixed race has come to be known amongst the expert community. Like that's one thing they all say is that if you make sure you have something, make sure you have a mixed race available at all times.
Yeah, and you see it in other auctions besides just one of major opening. You see some like if the auction starts a no trump and you bid 2 clubs for the majors, people will play 3 hearts or 3 spades as mixed there as
Yep,
well.
seen that a few times here too. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
pretty
they
well.
but then they end up holding the hand where they're like, "Oh, I wish I had a preemptive bid available. Oh, I'll
Of
just
course,
call it."
yeah, exactly.
So
Over double, you can basically have everything you want. It's over the bids that you get a little, less options. Eh?
she's thinking
She
it'd be
is.
a pretty nice play if she finds
Do they
it.
play standard count on opening leaders or standard attitude on opening lead or?
I think they play upside down. I did read the cards this morning, and I saw lots and lots of upside downs, and no, I don't think I saw anybody playing standard carding
Right. Well,
in
he's
this.
giving attitude about the queen, where he
Right.
doesn't know she has the queen. It would have been easier if she had led the queen. I like to lead queen from ace king queen.
Mm. So that was a moment of truth number one. Now we can see that Daniel needs to lead the king of spades out of his hand and not a low spade. I mean, out of the dummy.
Yeah.
He has no quick entry to his hand to take the finesse that he wants to take. And I'm
It's
not
kind of
sure
his,
what
it's
if
his
anything
only
will
choice, right? If he wants to, he has literally no way to safely return to his hand unless
Well,
he
right. I mean, he could play king of clubs, club rough high, and hope
sure,
that the
and
person
then
on the
put the
clubs
jack of
doesn't
spades on the table. But
spades,
now if
which
it's
happens to work.
that seems a little more problematic than just playing for stiff honor of one sort or the other.
Yeah, no,
no,
I
if you have
agree.
honor, you have ace queen
For
eight,
one thing, the
then
king of
you're
clubs
losing
might not
spade
even
truth.
cash. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, as you can see, folks, 72 imps is the lead for Zhang. They had I think it was a 56 imp win in the third set of the day. This is the fourth segment.
and they're sort of playing with house money here because there's a plus score from their teammates at the other table. So even if Corbel fails in 4 spades, they're going to gain 3 imps. If he makes it, they're going to gain 11 if I'm doing my imp math correctly.
And that would be a further pop over to the Zhang column, and now we're getting those numbers that we kind of fear for the Rubenstein team. But a lot of
Is
time
there
left.
any reason to play for singleton ace versus singleton queen other than pinning the queen is cooler?
I think that maybe there's a slight inference to play for singleton ace because I think North is more likely to have the singleton spade than South. South might have taken even more aggressive action with 4 trumps and a singleton and 6 to 9 points.
That's a
And
good point.
yep,
Oh,
there we go.
Oh,
King of
got it.
spades.
Wow.
Well done, Daniel.
He's going to be so happy to see this card. And Onum is so tilted to play that card underneath the king also. That's just like, oh, man, come on.
Yeah, here's the
Too late.
diamond shift.
Yeah. Unfortunately, now they just draw trump.
Notice that juicy 7 of spades still
Yeah.
left in the diamond.
Yeah, exactly. 11 total tricks for Declare, and that is another swing for the Zhang team, and it is 84 now.
All right, do you want to go back to our original table?
Yeah, we can certainly do that. In fact, there it is. Currently playing 2 spades.
2 spades from the north.
Went just a club, a no trump. In fact, here was the original hand. A club, 1 no trump by North as an overcall pass, a little transfer action, and now Susan's playing 2 spades in the North chair.
Yeah, from what I saw, she's going to make a bunch on this hand.
Yeah, here's the double dummy here, so looks like +2 at least. So that could be a potential swing for the Rubenstein team if that is a spot they can get to. It seems unlikely though. It's probably
This
going to be
auction
very
seems
similar.
very normal.
Yeah, you're
Can
not
we see
going to
the whole
want
hand
to.
again?
Yeah, in fact, I'll just flash this table over. Boom. So Stewart's not going to even want a sniff game here with this hand, right? That just looks like exactly like we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, it pays to be a little more aggressive on partners overcall than Netrum because your cards are more favorably located.
And
But that
partner's
is
more likely to be sounder in this spot than the normal one no opener also.
he's got 6-3-2-2. He's got a double jack. Spade spots are a nice feature.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine anything other than transfer and pass.
Yeah, and even in looking at the north-south cards, it's not clear you want to be in game on that hand anyway.
Sure. Just so happens maybe you do it. Look at these. This is about the third or fourth time I've seen today where north and east or north and west have a massive heart fit.
Yeah.
6 hearts on your left, and you're gonna open a heart in that north chair.
Yep.
Unless you play like okay. Emma's hoping for the dream scenario, but it's gonna go a spade on her left, and then Adam's licking his chops. There's a lot of chops getting licked on this hand.
Well, Adam doesn't really have too much to be excited about.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as likely that they're gonna pop.
So Zhang has got a normal one that Trump pre-bid.
Danny, are you old enough that you played when double of one heart would be penalty?
Well, I'm turning 59 on Monday, but I'm not that old now.
Okay.
I am old enough that pass followed by double of one on Trump is penalty, though.
Well, I don't know if I can say old enough, but I've been playing bridge long enough that I played bridge before silver points were ever invented. So I was grandfathered into the silver points. So I think that makes me old. And
this will just end the auction here.
Yeah. What do you lead?
Fourth from your longest and strongest, the 8 of hearts.
And that's the club. Club's not bad. She didn't give up any heart tricks here. This club could develop in dummy, though, it looks like.
Yeah, the 9 of clubs will set up.
So she's got
a couple, I guess, 3 spades, couple clubs, diamond.
Probably
you can bang out a heart.
Could be 2 diamonds if they break diamonds also. So what is she gonna play is the question. She's gonna play king of spades spade here.
I would just power out the hearts, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a hard position.
I'm tempted to power out the clubs.
Yeah.
That's not bad because then when they lead something, it's not really terrible for you at any point, right? You're just kind
of. I mean, it's a suit that, you can see that them opening any other suit is going to be potentially helpful for your side.
This is kind of similar-ish.
I think Adam is going to play a heart through now. I mean, he knows the hearts are 6-5-1-1.
Yeah, you can see the stiff and dummy. So Emma's just been sitting over there silent with a 6-card heart suit.
Might as well take his side's winning heart finesse now.
Then it's interesting. Does she can she exit a diamond there?
It might be more helpful if he puts a club through.
Because she's always going to eventually get Declare to pop off a couple of heart tricks for her, right? Unless Declare ends up in dummy with a club and whatever. Let's see what happens. This is interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's only going to be playing either hearts or clubs once through, and he probably is going to get in again with the king of diamonds. So I'm not sure which order is better. I mean, I guess I didn't follow the club spots, but from his perspective, it's possible that the partner has 5 clubs.
Here are those clubs: 3, 4, queen, ace. And then...
He saw his partner lead the three, so he knows the clubs are 4-4. In fact, I mean, the situations where you know your partner has a 6-card suit that they didn't lead, there's no reason to be sure that they even have a 4-card suit on the side.
So is she just gonna cash out and exit a diamond here and just kind of preserve her heart position? Like she can see if she does anything else, she's gonna just get end played, right?
Right. I think 10 of clubs and either a club or a diamond or a spade.
Yeah, a club would be fine too, sure.
Not a heart.
Definitely not a heart.
Pretty comfortable with that.
And that's just it's good for anybody watching that might be thinking, well, what the heck? Why wouldn't you just lead fourth best from your long? So you have a 6-card heart suit, but here, this is one of those weird spots where your right hand opponent opened one heart, and you kind of know if you lead a heart, you're giving them a trick that they can at least build quickly themselves without getting hurt too.
If Emma's right hand opponent was somebody else, she might be concerned that North would have opened a 4-card suit in third seat.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think she's going to think that Zhang has got that in her repertoire.
And there's a diamond switch now, so I guess she figures she can control the club pitch. I guess you can just pitch hearts and exit a club at some point.
Right. If she gets thrown in club, she always has a club exit.
Ducking this one, so now it'll go club.
That's 3 tricks for the defense, and the 10 of clubs will be 4.
Ace queen hearts is 6 and the king of diamonds is 7.
Will Adam get his king of diamonds?
1, 4.
Seems
5,
unlikely.
6 for north south. It's a race to the 7th trick.
What is Declare going to do?
Okay, she doesn't want to set up that club yet, so she's exiting the queen of spades, which she kind of knows is a revealed card anyway, the way this is going to shake out. So that'll be a spade and a club, correct?
Yeah, I mean, Declare is going to want to knock the club out at this point, I would think. While you still have your entries to the dummy, yeah.
Yeah. And there's that exit card, well preserved. So Emma's done a nice job to keep herself out of harm's way here. And someone was saying earlier, they are a cute couple. They certainly are. Emma and Adam.
But now, like, if Declare plays a heart to the jack or something, if Emma takes it, she has to play hearts again. Yes. So she probably has to duck it.
Which will give Declare their 7 tricks.
Right.
2 spades, a diamond, and a heart will be all she wrote. It's kind of hard to get rid of all those hearts. The other room is playing the same one no trump contract, except it went pass, a heart, pass, a no trump, all pass. So they did not.
Do they play Flannery?
Maybe. I think maybe Onum does. What's that, buddy?
Who's north south at the other table?
Onum and Stewart. Onum is north and south.
Sounds like Danny did more research for this.
Danny did. Danny had the system down for a different pair also, right?
Yeah, I did a quick look through on all the cards this morning.
Putting me to shame, man. I'm embarrassed. I find so yeah, I find that this particular piece of software is going to should be very interesting for research for if you were so inclined as a partnership or a team, you can kind of take a look at different events through other players and maybe get a look at it, or maybe hire somebody that can kind of crunch through some hands and see what tendencies players might have.
Yeah, to be fair, that the old BBO software had the same, you had the same record
And it
keeping.
was easy enough to just search through and all that, and
Yeah, probably. Although we can be more sure
it's
of what
all more
happened
reliable
here.
here. That's what I mean. Like we kind of get the table view of it without any errors.
All right, making one.
Yep. I mean, I've talked to some of the partnerships, and they're like, I don't even, I probably wouldn't even look at it or something. They just, because they.
That's something for more for people like Eric Kokish when he was alive to do, is to spend hours and hours crunching through future opponents for like a Bermuda Bowl or a Venice Cup, depending on who he was working for at that point.
Yeah, I think that's that's definitely something that I would try to contribute to if it was if you're part of that team, because whatever, every little tiny little nugget might help.
Yep. So it looks like Adam and Emma are a more sound partnership than I would have guessed, passing a fairly nice looking 5-4-11 count.
Yep. In fact, that would be an opening bid 100% of the time in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And now he gets to see his lefty open a spade. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's always a nice feeling.
I wonder if it's like going for some subtle swings, right? Like
I think that's a very good point, Adam, and that's exactly the type of thing that we were talking about the other day. That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Paul Soloway talked about things like that, where just doing something a little different than you think they're going to do at the other table. That's not like a lot better or worse, just different.
Yes.
When you're in the situation and could use a little action.
And here you can be sure that they're going to be upping the spade at the other table with Daniel and Sylvia playing a strong club.
Yeah, because he knows their aggression. So this is a nice little, not too destructive way to just take a little bit different action, and things work out a little differently.
So here, North South are going to get the 4 hearts.
Yeah, they find their nice fit. Eddie's got a beautiful hand for hearts here.
You'd rather not have a small singleton and partner suit.
Yeah, but that nice 6-card diamond suit is, well, I mean, I guess it's nice that the partner does have the king. I'm giving a little extra beauty for that, seeing the king of diamonds.
So I see 3 losers for North South. Potentially, what do they have in terms of winners? Got a long way to go to get to 10 tricks here.
They pushed board 51, by the way. They made the same one, no trump. Difficult hand at both tables. Played from the other side, though. Daniel is, we think, about to open 1 spade, and the auction will be quite different at their table.
Yeah, that's going to...
A club lead is best for the defense, it looks like.
Yeah, it's nice to get your club trick going before the ace of spades is knocked out, and potentially declare can do some cross roughing if they do that.
All right, so here we go. 1 spade by West at the other table. Pass.
So that may freeze North South out of their heart fit.
Yeah, probably go some sort of no trump.
Spade pass and no trump, 2 diamonds is what I would expect, and then
seems pretty.
Who's going to bid over that?
Updated. Yeah, Daniel probably. Oh, it went double instead.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Now 2 diamonds. Now, is it possible they get to a spade fit here in a bad way? I mean, not a spade fit, but I mean,
I like the double, especially if you're playing like equal level correction.
But look, Onum's trapping here. It looks like she's passed now, and she's waiting for Sylvia to go back to spades, possibly, and just hammer this thing. Okay, let's dip in, boys and girls.
I think maybe Dan should have just passed the double.
Possible excitement here. Onum doesn't really have to do anything, but.
Yeah, we can see the auction would be much different if Rubenstein ever called 2 diamonds. It probably would have ended the auction.
Okay, so it's good enough probably just to pass this, but it'll definitely create a swing, and that's Adam just kind of keeping it a little different and staying out of trouble on this hand, and there's that little tiny
Yeah, I wonder if she's just too worried partner's going to pull it. I mean, she knows partner's sitting there with at most one spade.
Right, and but she also should know partner has
But like,
some
how could
diamonds
this
too,
be
right?
anything other than penalty?
Yeah, this I was just gonna say this is not really a cooperative double
Is
kind of
she worried
situation.
they're gonna run the clubs or something with her hand? It's just she knows they don't have hearts. She
Turns out they do have an 8 card club fit, but it's not, obvious that partner only has two when they make a takeout double.
of course.
So it looks
Interesting.
like four hearts is gonna make, right?
Right. And
Oh,
she
that's
also has
even worse then.
four hearts. Like, it seems like she has to protect against
Right,
a
her
heart
her
contract,
potential fit and just that
right? Like,
she does look like she has a ton of wastage in spade for a hard contract, but she doesn't know how good partner's hand is. Are they gonna make it, Danny, over here? I have not
I think
been.
so. Unless
So
I'm
she
missing
needed
something
to double then for sure.
possible.
Yeah.
yeah.
She can just draw the last trump and take a diamond roughing finesse. This could be
This
problematic.
might be gravy for down one here. Let's see. She,
I guess she can pitch her club away on the 9 of diamonds if she chooses that route.
diamond to the ace, king of diamonds to the ace, jack of diamonds through, covering with the queen, rough small. That's the start at the other table. They've taken the first three tricks, and we'll take at least a few more.
I feel like down this much, you gotta double.
Yeah, the number's 85 now.
Did we just go down here in four hearts?
Oh, that is possible. Yes.
Yeah.
She can't make it from here, it looks like.
She could have just drawn the last trump and taken the diamond roughing finesse at the point she was at.
It's a lucky break for Rubenstein though. Now it's going to be at least a pretty reasonable swinging their way, even though they weren't doubled at the other table. Could have been much more meaningful though, as we discussed. You play golf out there, Danny? You play golf, Adam?
Very poorly.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a retired golfer.
Oh, so we would be a good team on the golf course. We would drink probably. Play cribbage maybe. I just was watching. I like watching the big golf events, and the what's his name today? Xander Schauffele shot a 62, 9 under.
I know,
in a
crazy.
major. Holy cow! So
Yeah,
200.
so players could lose these two black cards and down one it is.
And that'll be a 300 total. What is that,
So
Danny?
seven imps were it would have been 9 the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
Well, they have a little cushion.
yeah.
But I mean, every little bit helps. That maybe confidence builder. Maybe they close strong here. That's what they need. They really need to close this sweat strong. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, that could be the start of a comeback.
Whoa! Holy mackerel! Another 7-5 hand. Look at Emma Kolesnik's hand here, boys.
It's a beautiful hand.
I love people that come up to you after the hand and go, "What would you do with this hand?" And like it's the most important thing. Like, do not worry about what you would do with this hand.
Right.
Trust me, Emma doesn't know what to do with. No one knows what to do with these hands because.
Well, one thing I feel strongly about is when you get the chance to up and you open one diamond and not one spade.
Definitely, and then you bid again, no
you
matter
keep
what level it
spades
gets to.
until the ball stops rolling.
Yeah. You bidding with Eddie's hand, or you letting this one go? You're vulnerable. Perfect suit, but
Pass partner.
there it is.
Yeah.
I'd be sick if it went, if the opponent's got the 3-0 trump and partner won a major. But, sometimes the opponents get the 3-0 trump from the east and you're there just taking your 5 club tricks and they might have avoided 3-0 trump when you if you had big clubs.
So this will be like 2 spades here, most likely.
Or you find partner with Jack fifth of clubs and you have a nice save.
Or
Red
maybe-
white.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
red
have
against
some
white,
system.
I'm not so keen.
It's not really a good red white
Just one
save.
spade. Forcing
So
one
I-
round. Okay, that's nice. The
Rob
opener
mentioned
gets to
bidding
make a
2
forcing
spades.
round.
I like bidding 1 spade here and then being more aggressive later than.
Really? You
Because
don't.
not going to go all pass.
Well, this
And white
is
can.
nice to have it forcing one round anyway, right? So it's
What is that what the alert was?
yeah, yep, forcing one round,
Oh.
and now you'll see her kind of pattern out here, and Adam will now know she's 6'5",
Yeah.
and his heart suit is just worthless. It's just like,
He's gonna pass.
yeah, she,
I mean,
and you see why. I mean, if you make game, it's just lucky here. No, sorry. He does have a couple diamonds over there for her, but how could he know she's 7'5"?
Well, he knows she's at least 6'5".
You ready
Right.
for the auction at the other table? A diamond, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. By West, which was hearts, 5 plus hearts, 80 strength. 2 hearts, 4 spades. That was Sylvia with this hand. They're playing 2 spades.
So Declare is going to get tapped at trip 2.
That is definitely the most normal lead of all time right there. Can they make it on the if they tap him here?
Well, I mean,
3 rounds of
You can-
trump and then a diamond hook.
I mean, you could pitch a club, or I mean, a diamond, and just maintain
I mean, it's,
your trump length.
we
But
can see they can make it, but it's scary.
yeah.
In 4, I mean, and that's where they are right now at the other table. Sylvia just saw the same lead, king of clubs, and Stewart's thinking with the South player's second choice here.
Here we may see her. Yeah, I was going to say we may see her.
Are you all right?
Give
Yeah,
up the
there
diamond.
was
Call
like a-
911, Adam. What happened?
no, there was some sort of explosion outside my window.
Oh, jeez.
That's a little scary.
I
Do you
hope it
need-
wasn't a gunshot.
Yeah, that's New York City for you.
Yeah.
So we see Declare didn't draw all the trumps and just give up a diamond. That way, now if they play a club, she can rough on the dummy. If they play a heart, she can rough out the ace and just pitch on it and not worry about getting tapped out. Oh, she's going to rough that.
I mean, she's already lost 2 tricks
Yeah,
and has the queen of
she's-
spades to lose.
She's got
potentially.
it now. That's it.
But she's only in 2.
Yeah, she doesn't have to worry.
Oh, that's right. She's only in 2.
Yep.
Right.
The
Yeah, I mean,
other table is in 4, and they are honestly playing it the exact same way, it looks like. She drew 1 round, played ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds.
Right. But I mean, the same defense we had here with the heart taps, you can't get everything on block.
Yep.
They had to play a low diamond first rather than ace and a diamond to maintain their communication.
I guess it's 4 spades. Go.
Obvious.
All right. This is
Gotta find the heart.
no. I don't think the heart should matter.
You can still pitch on that, right?
Oh, I guess
Heart doesn't matter.
You may
I
not
guess-
have to do that, but
with the queen falling.
But I would say Rubenstein needs this to go down badly right now. It's only a non-vulnerable game, but man, you don't want too many more game swings with a lead of what is that now? 70, 78?
so ace of clubs. No, we should be okay for sure, right?
I mean, which hand are you roughing in?
If we rough in the west hand and play spade to the king, we're just called with trumps or 3-2, right?
Yep. Same with if you roughen your hand and just cash a spade as well.
Yeah, this is
Can't
fine
go wrong.
because they didn't get the hard trick on a potential, the heart play king ace pitch.
All right, here
They
it
just
is.
traded for that trick for the spade trick, so she's making
Claim
4.
City. Wow.
So 6 imps for
10. 10. That was they were in 2 at the other. Oh, sorry, 6. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm talking about over here.
not vol.
And tricks.
Yeah. I'm reading. I'm reading 7 screens. So guys, that's man, 84 imps at this point. That's kind of the number we were talking about that you kind of don't want to pass in the threshold. So let's get a Rubenstein run here to close this out for this team. It's pretty normal one no trump opener by Sylvia. In my opinion, I think I would be on that train also.
I think
Yeah.
that's where the train's going to stop too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubenstein will lead a heart.
So she's got 4 hearts when they split.
They're playing
And the
one
ace of
spade in that game.
clubs.
Interesting.
And the clubs split. So you can get a couple length tricks and clubs eventually.
Eventually, but they may not be fast enough.
One spade is being played in the north, by the way, at the other table.
The defense has 4 diamonds and 3 spades to cash when they get in.
Yeah.
Or 4 diamonds and 4 spades to cash when they get in.
Yeah.
Emma chose to open a club with East's hand, and it went double pass a spade, all pass.
So this looks like this will be a swing to Rubenstein's team if they can work out the defense once the club loses.
Yeah, they need to get their spades and a diamond through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems easy from this angle. We should all play, but under these circumstances only. At least three boards are set. We get to just play face up.
There's a word for that.
Cheating? Is that what?
Yeah, that could be what I'm thinking.
Did you ever play handicap games in bridge?
Just a few times.
Those are kind of fun. Those are good for like a disparate group of players, I think. Especially if you're gambling.
All right, Rubenstein's got 2 chances.
Yeah, it's interesting that Anam went up with the king of clubs at trick 2. Like, she'd really kind of like to save that and get in with it. And be able to put something through. But I guess she's never. It's just going to go low to Stewart, and Declare's going to play the ace anyway. So
yeah, she'd never get it.
So
some of the time, actually, it's better for her to be. Imagine Sylvia with, say, the Queen Jack 10 of clubs.
Open to dust.
And then she gets to put the first trick through to get the diamonds.
No idea if anything is happening, but they finished and took 9 tricks in the north-south chair in 1 spade on this, and I think that's what happened. There was a director call, and I believe it was just a misclaim, so that's what happened at the other table on this board, I think.
Oh, there's one trick that just went away. He shifted to the Queen of Diamonds.
And now that is, well, I guess she still isn't home for making it, eh?
No, she's still going to take 3 hard tricks if they have defense has the rest outside of the heart suit.
Yep.
It's going to know whether or not she decides, all right, I'm going to run for the border now because she sees she's wide open in diamonds at this point, and she's wide open in spades. Knocking out the club doesn't feel like it has a lot of future unless they get in and play another heart.
Am I the only one that heard the bell when you said run for the border? The Taco Bell bell? Adam, Yes.
I did not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Not sure. Something weird happened at the other table on this board. I'm not sure. There was a director call. There's a director in the room with Zhang Grossack. A claim was accepted and then declined, and now it's just stalled for a moment. So we'll piece it
Well,
together.
Mackenzie's back running the thing, so they'll get a good ruling.
Yeah.
Were there poor rulings when Mackenzie wasn't running?
I didn't say that.
So she did exit a club here, hoping for a mistake from South. He's going to cash the diamonds.
I'm just going to pitch a heart and hope she gets all 4 spades.
So he'll be on lead with 10-9 of hearts and the ace-third of spades and have to get that right.
Did you have any director calls while you were playing, Adam?
No, I don't think so. Oh, that's not true. We did. It was at the other table, though, or in the other room.
So you get notified that a director's been called to the other table? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. See,
Wow.
she threw a club.
Wow.
So.
She still only has 6 tricks.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe that kept him from playing the spade, but it feels to me like if you're going to play it this way and like try to make it, you keep 7 tricks in your hand so that if they make a mistake, you actually are making it.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe you're not expecting that to happen here.
Well, I mean, she played the third club.
Yeah, no, I understand.
She could have just cashed out for down 2 or 1, depending on the hearts. It's interesting.
I would open a no trump with that south hand, but that's just how I roll.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'd open a no trump if I was playing. Certainly, if I was playing 14 to 16 because the shape is right. I'm not sure how thrilled I would be to upgrade it, but that being said, if I open a heart and partner bid say a semi-forcing no trump, then I'll feel like having got my entire hand off my chest here. I'll have a king more than I might for others.
Yeah, I mean, my criterion is, am I willing to pass a semi-forcing no trump?
Yeah.
My criterion for that is, would I accept a 3-card limit raise?
And honestly, let's just make it simpler for everybody watching. Let's just be clear. Be thinking about your next bid when you're choosing what you're going to open. Right? It's an important internal conversation to have. On them passes with the ace over there, and 3 hearts.
So I think we're going to see she balance with a no trump.
Seems about right. And it's weird. I would probably try to bid a no trump or a spade and then come back and bid 2 hearts with Onum's hand a lot of times just to.
Yeah, that seems like pretty standard these days.
Maybe she didn't want to get her side too high.
Yeah.
With a
vulnerable in this spot with a kind of a dumpster of a hand for 4 3 2 4.
Oh, it is an ace. It was
an ace and a shortness value. So. And Dan's going to try to find a way to a minor suit, right?
He may have a way to just show both minors, or he may choose that. I mean, I don't know what he's supposed to do with this hand.
He might pass.
Yeah, he might.
But, I mean, yeah, his partner's no trump in the balancing seat is 11 to 15 or whatever they play. So he's not thinking about game. I think you have to pass. Maybe
as somebody said in the chat for the previous hand, a Grosvenor variation by Declare after she won the Diamond King.
Yeah, Adam, you were starting to say if he has a way to show both minors non.
Yeah, I mean, if you play 2 no trump showing diamonds rather than puppet like most people do these days,
you can pass either bid.
Partner's response.
Yeah.
That's like the thing you give up playing 2 no puppet.
Yeah, you also give up the 2 no, getting a positive or negative noise from partner about their diamonds for 3 no trump.
Right.
the advantages seem to far outweigh those two minor losses.
Yeah, it's a small price to pay.
Especially with what Gavin was
Unintended.
talking about. He's almost convinced because once you start adding a little bit of variation to that 2-no puppet response structure, now you got yourself a little bit more edge.
So we do see the 2-no trump bid, which is,
And that is diamonds
So
or weak
much.
miners. Okay, that's a nifty
so
spot here.
I mean, one thing I will say is you don't really need puppet in this exact auction.
It's funny. Adam passed after a 13 to 16 no trump in the balancing seat. So same auction, except West just floated it out and said, "Hey, take
So now they're
take
gonna
7 tricks."
Because
They
they're
play-
probably playing 2-no puppet.
Yeah, they don't have the option to kind of get to
I don't think they'd be playing 2-no trump puppet opposite one partner's balancing.
the balancing seat. Yeah, Daddy, stop that, man. Jeez.
Maybe they're just not changing their methods and then, just playing with
Right.
it.
Right.
But the case for 2-no trump puppet isn't very good here.
No, but the case for changing your system for the balancing no trump that comes up 3 times a year at most.
Depends on how much you play. I think 3 times might be a little bit of an underbid.
Yeah, especially for the aggressive balancers, the young kids, Adam, if you will.
Well,
I think it's an overbid.
Okay.
All right, so okay, there we go.
They're going to play 3 diamonds.
Yep, and they're all opposite. 1 no in the other room.
I think that this has got 5 losers. Spade of heart, 3 diamonds.
3 diamonds, a heart, and a spade.
Hard to see what the declarer can do about that.
Yeah.
Well, if they lead hearts, you can throw a spade, right?
Yeah, but Hartley is pretty unattractive on this auction.
All right, South is leading.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to lead a club then. Well, maybe they lead the king of spades.
1 no looks like
I
it's
guess
destined to be down 1 for what you would think. Also, it's just there's very little communication unless the opponents get it wrong. Emma's not going to make this contract.
So, yeah, I guess the declarer can handle it all if you don't get your spade trick going. You want to ask the cheat device?
Oh, you're talking right here? Yeah, there it is. Yep.
You do need to lead a spade, yeah. Oh, the 8 of diamonds will do it too.
Yeah, because then it can go diamond spade, right?
Yes. But not the 4 spades.
Would you like to wager on Will Stewart lead a spade? I say yes.
I say yes too, but
Adam? Would you like to wager a glass of ice wine on this?
Oh, I have so much ice wine. I think he'll lead a spade.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Anna, are you a big dessert wine fan as well?
I am. Yeah.
Well, I've got a whole wine cellar full of dessert wine hasn't been drunk in years and years and years.
Well, I'll be coming from Michigan when you come to Toronto. I can bring
when are you available for a visit, Danny?
Well, there is a Nationals coming to Vegas in
That's
2024, and I'm not sure what the status is, but I helped the ACBL look at sites for a potential 2027 Nationals here in Las Vegas as well.
Very nice. Where
It seems way too soon.
Is it going to be at the Cosmo again this time or no?
No, they kicked us out.
Where's it going to be?
This year it's going to be at the Westgate, which is where it used to be for many, many cycles of ACBL Nationals.
Got it. Is that the old Las Vegas Hilton?
The old
Yes.
Hilton.
Yeah.
But for the next cycle, we looked at 2 hotels. One of them was the Harrah's on the Strip. And then we looked at, for those of you who are poker players, we looked at the world famous Fabulous Rio.
Really? They do
And,
have big ballrooms.
We were like, don't talk to the Cosmopolitan about us. Don't call our references.
Why didn't they what happened?
I don't know the full story,
Okay.
but I'm sure they paid us a fair amount of money to break the contract.
Well, they're from my perspective, there are 2 possibilities. One of them is that in general, bridge players are better gamblers than your typical conventioneers who might show up at a Las Vegas
And
hotel.
there's a lot of misers in the bridge community also that aren't going to spend a lot of money.
Yeah. The other is also just, we may have had a deal where they had an option and the first deal was made many, many years ago, and things have gotten a lot hotter here in Las Vegas in
Sure,
terms of
sure.
Like
convention.
literally hotter.
Both.
No, it's already
Global
hot. It was already
warming.
hot enough.
No, I think there was also some really bad behavior from some bridge players the last
Seriously?
time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has been the case at more than one nationals
But that's just
where
Vegas.
yeah.
No, I mean this was yeah.
Oh wait, wait, stay here offline when we end. I want to hear all those stories. I was there. I don't remember any Was I bad? Wait, dude, did I black out? What happened?
Yeah, no, it was you. It
I
was
knew it.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
you were the streaker.
Yeah.
So they did make one no trump at the other table. They were on the way to going down, and a little glitch in the matrix, making for
So
90.
potential five in the swing for Rubenstein here.
They need it.
They do.
Yeah, we talked about that, Junaid, earlier. Autumn just chose to pass with this hit. Excuse me, originally. Ace with an ace and three trumps, but we talked about possibly, making a different choice and showing a bad raise by.
So if she was able to win this in hand and lead another low diamonds, Rubenstein would need to duck his king and one here. But I think that well, maybe she can cross to the club and try that.
Yeah, put him to the test right here. Yeah, now there's like a bunch of stuff in the chat. What kind of bad behavior? What happened? Who was it? Was it another muffin incident?
She crossed to the club to lead a queen of diamonds. Interesting.
Well, that's the most likely to get him to do it.
Good point.
But like you have to ask yourself here, like, why would Declare play it this way if they have the ace queen of diamonds? Like,
Exactly.
why would they not take this finesse?
Sure.
Someone
But
should get it right.
yeah, but it's so tempting to take your king of diamonds.
Yeah, covering honor with an honor. You're just
Actually, even
built
if he
into
takes
you.
the king of diamonds, Anam can when Anam wins the ace, you can play a club and he gets his eight of diamonds as an overrush.
Oh, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
So he's
They can't
somewhat
get
safe here.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. Thank you. $84 is the margin, though. Rubenstein needs some imps. 6 boards
But
left.
like to counter psychologize, right? Like if Sylvia knows that he has the king,
Right.
the queen in this position, like, well, he wouldn't, he's gonna know I don't, yeah.
All right, chipping
Go
away.
round and round.
Here's board 56 on the way. Another shapely hand for the East player.
So spade double seems like a very normal start.
Well, they play precision, so it'll probably go a diamond. Yeah, there you go. Diamond.
I'm sorry, we're back at
yeah, sorry. We're
Yeah.
at
But
the other.
remember that hand that Adam Grossack passed, like
Yes.
that 11 or 12, right? He opened this hand, this 10 count.
Nice. So
Interesting.
really kind of varying it up for his side.
Yeah.
He knows he's sitting opposite Daniel also. That's the interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that comes into play in any of these spots, but it is probably helpful to kind of know how an auction might go at the other table if you're just gauging something.
It's not just that it's Daniel, it's that it's a strong club pair that
That's what I meant. Sorry, Danny. I meant just in knowing the system of the person opposite you and what their options are and style.
I mean, if that's become an opening bid,
It has, Adam. Oh my God! It's been the open trials was just stocked with these. I mean, a lot of strong club people, but also just standard players, also just hopping in. Boom, ace king king.
well, I mean it is better than your typical 10 count. It's got 4-3 in the majors
Definitely.
and it's got ace king king as Rob pointed out. Having the ace king together is valuable and having just
yeah, but still, I mean, we're talking about you need like 15 points to force the game if your partner's going to be opening these, right? Like
Not if
you
you
have
play.
to adjust the rest of
Ooh.
your system.
Ooh.
Like we saw Grew and Moss like inviting on 13s and 14s.
We're in 2 spades doubled. A diamond, a spade, double, 2 spades by South, which was a bad raise. Pass, pass, double, all pass.
So let's see. The defense has couple spades and a couple hearts and the ace of clubs, the king of diamonds.
Probably
Diamond roughs
another
now.
spade too. Yeah, he's gonna get a diamond rough over here. Sylvia, one of the toughest players to play against. They don't make too many mistakes in this partnership. And it's a quiet day at the table.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, Sylvia doesn't say too much. I don't know. Daniel can have a conversation, but I don't see Sylvia talking too much. Maybe she just hates me.
Probably a little bit of both.
We barely know each other. I'm just kidding. Which is enough to hate me, actually. That is enough of a time.
I know you is to love you, Rob.
Thank you, Danny. You're too good.
Diamond rough. Maybe king of hearts and then a club. I shall discourage here.
And one more diamond rough.
Yeah.
So defense made two spades. That'll be 500 for them.
Just a simple overcall and raise. 500 at the 2 level.
Yeah, they're playing 3-0 Trump at the other table with the West playing it, and it looks like they may go down in that contract also, and that is
Not a lot of tricks.
bad news for North-South.
A lot of tricks.
That's going to be a 600 point swing at least, I think.
But Eddie didn't raise after a club of spade double.
Right, he just let that go
it.
and stayed out of trouble, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are good.
Nothing says that this can't happen in the reverse way tomorrow, but you have to if you're going to bet as Zhang tonight, you're happy with your day one result here. It's
right.
Really an impressive performance.
Right.
And it looks like just by the double dummy, I kind of came middle of the hand. It looks like Adam might just go down 2 and 3-0 Trump, and that looks like it's exactly what it's going to be. Interesting hand. 1 spade by Stewart, double with West's cards. What do you think about that, guys? Are you a heart bidder or a doubler with that hand?
I like the double.
Bringing it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't love this heart suit for a red white 2-level overcall.
Yeah, and when prior being a past hand, your goal more is to find a successful partial at the 3 level than to find game.
Yeah. Right. It's not match points. You don't care if you're in diamonds in a part score.
What do you think of the 4 spade bid also?
Sort of normal. I mean, you don't want
6 card side suit, shortness.
You don't want to defend. You might be making it.
Yep.
Sort of, but who knows which side can make what kind of hand.
Yeah, diamond contract's interesting from East West. You have like 4 losers.
There's work to be done here. Right? Like the strength is with West, and you might have to finesse the spade. Take a roughing finesse part.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the clubs, I mean, you could also just try to set the club suit up and lose a couple clubs and rough one and, set the dummy up. But if you do it the other way, you need to rough a diamond, you need to take a roughing finesse and hearts, which It's going to get over roughed. Right? He's not expecting 5 hearts over there. Wish trick.
Hey, Norm, what's up? Welcome. And welcome to the rest of you out there. We're watching the last few boards of the fourth segment of the mixed trials, and it has been a Zhang party for the better part of both of these sets, guys. They came in, they outscored the Rubenstein team by 56, I believe, in segment 3. And they are currently up 37-13. So they've added another 24 to their lead in this segment. And in fact, guys, they have not lost a segment yet in this event. They won 2 small ones at the beginning and now one very big one, and remains to be seen here, guys.
So now Declare can win the spade, play the 10 of hearts, pitch his diamond away, and just lose 2 clubs. Is that right? Or does the dummy get tapped before?
Still has a diamond to lose.
The other table, Zhang chose just 3 spades after the same 1 spade double start to this auction. So Adam choosing certainly the same action as Dan did here with the double. One of the rare times you're going to be seeing a double with a 5-card major. That's pretty normal.
So if the Zhang team wins, they'll have to add another man to the team to play with Janice.
That's right.
I don't know. Who do you think the top contenders are?
Well, I know Stevie was contending for probably the 6th on Millens.
Yeah.
Who does Janice have experience playing with on the
It might be the case that they add a man to play with Susan instead and have Eddie and Janice playing.
And Janice continue to play because they played the whole event together, basically.
I think that would be more likely.
Yeah.
I mean, they had never played together before this event, so it's not like they have some great partnership.
Understood.
But I don't know how much Eddie and Susan play together. I think Susan plays with Sylvia a lot.
Yeah, I asked Daniel about the formation of this thing. He said that all 4 of them have played with Susan at some point.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Susan? Is she a California, West Coaster?
Don't know.
Adam?
I don't know.
All right. Do you have a Wikipedia page, Danny?
No, I do not.
Okay. Adam, do you have one?
Seems like I should if Zach has one.
I should create my own Wikipedia page, I think. This is kind of... Actually,
you're a published author. You should have one for that, if anything.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
Let's each make each other's Wikipedia page, and we'll make it a gift. All right? So send me what you want on yours, Danny, and then Adam, you do mine, and Danny, you do Adam's. It's perfect.
I want to be a.anonymous on my Wikipedia page.
This is probably taken. You need to be a.anonymous like 3.97. All right, so
Sylvia will up in a heart. Daniel will
Autumn
spot a spade.
Autumn will trot out some sort of diamond bid, probably.
Yeah, I think I would just go with 2 diamonds. 3 diamonds seems a little risky with that,
especially with your just kind of 2-2-6-3 shape there.
It also pass.
You could, but it is ace king 9 8 6 to diamonds.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're red. You got a live auction with both of them bidding.
As against that, you've got a pair that's very active and can easily be in on half as many high card points as they have.
That's true.
We're very likely to see Zhang gain more imps here because they're only in 3 spades at the other table on the previous board, and Eddie Wold looks like he's just going to make 3 spades. So, unfortunate swing for Rubenstein there. The
one advantage Rubenstein's team has is he and Anam have played 3/4 today, so they'll have their front four in for 3/4 tomorrow.
Exactly right. And then the other pair will have their front
Mhm.
four for 2 of the 4, unfortunately,
Mhm.
not 3. So a little edge possibly to the Rubenstein team. And they will play 2 diamonds from Unum's chair.
So he knows, Adam. I'm sure you were to comment about this if I wasn't. Daniel has 11 points and just responded one spade and then just gave up in 2 diamonds. He didn't even
Yeah.
bother, and that's part of the fact that their opening pits are so light.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
precision.
Yeah.
And
It's also the part of the fact that he's got Jack fourth of their suit, so
Right.
yeah.
defending is more attractive than it might be otherwise.
All right, a couple boards left after this. And it has not been the greatest day for Rubenstein, unfortunately. But a couple boards left to maybe get a little closer. But if it gets to that 100 number, that's an ugly number to be looking at going into day 2, guys.
Yeah, 100 is psychologically damaging.
But
Yes.
Stewart has to play 1 set. So I think I'd rather be in that position down 100, but the front team playing 3 segments.
I mean, I'd rather be up 100. I don't know about you.
Maybe you're right.
I'm not
Maybe
an
you're
optimist. So.
I think the 3 of us and add a fourth of equal caliber and down 100, I would take on anybody in the world.
Me too.
We may not win.
Yeah, I would take on anybody in the world. We might be down 160 after the next few sets, but that's fine.
Yeah, but if we start up 100, I'm taking my chances.
No, for sure. If we get to start up 100, I'm in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if we start down 100, yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not liking our chances down 100.
My probably my proudest bridge achievement is getting out of New York City in the championship flight of the GNTs. Like that was an amazing accomplishment.
Huh?
That was yeah. So if, like, let's say the nickel team were going to spot us 100 imps,
Yes.
how many boards do you think they would require as a minimum to play this match?
We would lobby for 6.
Right.
I'd feel very confident with 4. I mean,
yeah, I feel supremely confident with 4. I mean,
like 60? Do you think they would go?
Oh
go
God,
okay, 60?
But we would have to agree to play a funky system also. Just kind of really stick it out there for.
No, we can just play bridge.
All
right.
right.
They'd be the ones that need to be active.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. Big heart fit for the north-south pair, but they have 2 club losers on this hand and likely a spade. Daniel has a big hand for the black suits, but it's going to go a spade to his right, most likely, right? What would you bid, or after a spade with
not.
West?
I'm guessing that South will not up in the bidding with this.
Really? Would you?
I wouldn't love it. I mean, I'm a big fan of when you have these light opening bids of having your values in your suits and not having
Queen of Diamonds, Jack double,
Jack
10 of clubs.
yeah.
Okay, there it is. Living to fight another day.
Plus, when you have the majors, it's often the case when you have 5-5 specifically on the majors. It's often the case where you can back in with a major showing a bit of
Right, double or
5-5 and a maximum pass. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty well placed.
If the Queen of Diamonds was in the heart suit, you would probably open this though. Right?
Oh, for sure.
That would change it dramatically.
Yeah.
King, Queen, Jack, 9, 5th of the hearts, and Queen, Jack, 5th of spades. A happy opener.
So it's interesting. The hand that they just sold out for 2 diamonds and beat it 2. Adam and Emma are playing 3 no trump on that hand. With the East West cards, and looks like they have a shot to make it.
Well, that'll be a swing one way or the other. So here we're going to get to see Anam, and Anam might just rebid 2 no trump here and not get involved with reversing and such, or she might see a 2 club bid and then she can't bid 2 no trump. So she'll bid 2 hearts.
And there we will find our beautiful heart fit.
Yes. Not too hard from Rubenstein's point of view. Do they even have hard to see that they could even have a slam here.
Hmm.
And opposite a genuine reverse,
Right.
his queen of diamonds fills in the suit nicely.
I mean, two little clubs doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great, but partner could be 6-4.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, just move one of those clubs into the diamonds, and now
Yeah. I mean,
6 hearts is very reasonable.
four hearts just looks normal with his hand.
All right. We're nearing, if you can believe it, after a full day of bridge, we're nearing the halfway point of this finals match. Still a full 60 boards left, but at 96, we need some good mo for the Rubenstein team.
I'm guessing that this 4 hearts is not going to be as interesting as 3-note jump at the other table. You want to
I like your idea, Danny. Let's dance.
jump over?
There we go.
So we just missed one trick. What happened to trick 1?
Trick 1 was a diamond. Queen of diamonds lead, and it held.
And now he shifted to a
Diamond from north. The queen held.
Yes. Sorry.
So I wonder if someone would do a little research for us.
Why does that? That's weird that it puts it in the other side of the table. Actually.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, if you look at the 8-3 queen 2, it
was the 8 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds was the lead. 8 of diamonds was the lead to the queen.
That one's the most covered of the cards. You can see they're sequentially covered, so you can see what they're thinking.
I'm curious in these 120 board matches between the open and the mixed, how often the team that was ahead after 60 boards won after 120.
That's a good question.
I would guess it's most of them. I mean, you have a bunch of blowouts,
but that's why we need a statistician now, and as
right.
part of
well,
this
we need
crew.
a staff.
Yes.
Should
we call ESPN and just have them send some of their guys over?
Well, what you'd like to see is broken down by, you say, 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60,
yes,
60.
Exactly, and the percentages of conversion.
When you see 80 plus, you're gonna see the leading team winning well over 90% of the time. And when you see 0 to 20, it's probably gonna be almost 50-50. It's just
So they shipped in 450 in that 4 heart hand we left them off with at the other table, guys, and they're bidding the last hand now. And
my question is really more, do these 120 board matches matter? Right? Could they just do it in a day, like the Rosenblum does, and would it have a huge effect on the outcome? I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking.
I think it would have a significant effect on the outcome. I remember there's several instances where very top-seeded teams were down small at the half and then blew the other team out in the second half of matches.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in this year, but we have a lot of years of experience in the USBF.
I think it's an interesting idea. I think maybe you do the trials the same way the World Championships of that year get done,
Well, as against that, I mean, we only have somewhere between 8 and 16 teams for most of these events.
Yeah.
We want to pick the best team possible.
And the best team is definitely picked by playing a lot of boards, for sure.
Sure.
Like, that is clear.
And also, people are traveling long distances to get to this tournament, and they want more than one day of play for their travel.
A very good point.
But the World Championships always start with a long round robin.
Mm-hmm.
And beating up on people in a round robin is a different skill set than lasting out a long knockout match. So I always feel like we should have that element in our trials, because you need to do well in these round robins. You get to pick your opponent, and teams are built for different things. Some are built for speed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a good team will be pretty sound in both formats, but I think our edge, at least in our trials, is that we've had that experience at least at that level in our event before we get there, I guess.
So what does the Declare have now? They have a third spade trick. They can duck a heart and get 4 hearts is 7. And the ace of clubs is 8. Where's their ninth trick coming from?
The other table is playing the last board in a part score. So
Yeah.
this might be the last exciting hand that we get to watch tonight.
Oh, it looks like they can pick up the spades with a spade finesse here too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can power out the hearts, get back in with, say, a club, cashes long heart and spade to the 9 and make 3 now here.
And that will
So we're being told that the halftime leader is 5-1 so far in the mix.
5-1 in the mixed. Got it. Small sample size, but that. Do we know the margin of?
It's in the chat. This is what I have.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is what I
thought you did independent research. I didn't know you were just reading the chat. My
No,
goodness.
no.
At least
I'm
Danny does
very
independent
busy.
research. Danny did independent research. I'm saying he's the only one.
I am analyzing these hands for the viewers at home. I'm very busy right now.
All right. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen here, Danny. It's just going to go exit, cash a heart, spade, 9 rippers, and a much needed chunk of change for the Rubenstein team.
Yeah, this will be 9 where they could have lost 7 if 3-0 Trump had gone down.
Yep.
He hasn't made it yet.
No, he hasn't.
He is
for sure.
Definitely going to make it.
He's definitely going to make it.
Would you like to wager $1 set?
Well, I know one could easily just go on the USBF site and see the current score of the match.
I have not done that. I promise. I don't ruin the ending, even on day one. Have you done it already? What's the score, Danny? Tell me.
No, I haven't. Although yesterday when I was out and about and I was looking and I saw the 2 matches were close, but I didn't really have, I was trying to watch on my phone. I was like, all right, I'm just going to go see who won.
That was some cool.
Did they really post it before the half hour is up?
They do.
Like,
they do.
They're the ones who like insisted on the half hour delay.
But once the matches are completely over, they I guess they feel they can post.
Oh yeah, the players can't gain from seeing.
I know, but like, if you're gonna make the spectators wait, at least like don't give us the spoiler. I don't know.
I like the spoiler availability.
That's right.
Easy enough not to look at it.
It was we made the pack last night. The pack last night worked out because we got to see Michael's reaction live. That was awful.
I'm sure he was sad.
He was just playing it up. He doesn't care.
You could tell he was like a couple times. He's like, "Oh man." But that was.
Moment of truth here. This is an important trick.
Yep. And thank you, Mr. Grossack.
Well done.
Never a doubt in my mind, young man.
No.
I've ranked the Grossacks, and I feel like I can do that. Adam's number 2. Jory is number 1.
Of course.
The mom. And Zach is. I've never met his other brother, but Zach is 4th.
4, yeah.
Well, I mean,
pretty clear 4.
Once Emma and Adam are married, he can drop down to 5.
I mean, I've already planned that out. I've made room in my chart to kind of knock him down another one.
Where's that full chart?
Their dad.
So here we'll see if I don't think Wald will up on this hand either.
Yeah, at the other table we saw pass 2 diamonds by Unum, which is something. I think that might be their 18. Let me tell you, I have it right here.
No, shipping 1 diamond.
That's on the other board.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at board 60.
You're looking at board 60.
And she just up at a normal diamond, a spade. We were watching when this happened.
I didn't realize that the other table was that far ahead. Actually, this is where they played 4 hearts, and the last one looks like it's probably going to be something not too amazing, gentlemen. If we want to knock off early, we can call it an evening. And I will eat more rice and chicken. Actually, that would be a
Let's just see if they. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to get the 4 hearts, but let's just give
yeah.
them
We'll
the chance.
wait. We'll wait to make sure they get to this one, and the last one looks like it. I mean, it might be a tiny swing here or there, but
Spade, two clubs. I have some temptation with that sort of hand from Adam's point of view to bid 3 clubs when, your partner couldn't overcall a heart. The opponents have a big heart fit of some sort.
Yeah.
And you do have some shape, and it's going to be hard for them to double you. I mean, here, even 3 clubs might have caused north-south some problems.
this was the same auction, right? That we saw.
Yeah.
Right. The same
Bid for bid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, actually, not true. I think Emma's hand raised to 3
Raised
clubs.
to 3 clubs, exactly. Sylvia did bid 3 clubs with her hand.
But other than that, it was, the north-south calls were all the same.
All right, guys. I think we can probably call it a night and say pretty confidently that it won't change too much if we leave now. And welcome if you're just joining. Go back an hour and a half or so, and you'll see some good bridge. But Danny, thank you so much. Massive day for you. Thank you so much for all the help. Tomorrow morning we start with Jill Myers. You want to join us for that, Danny? If you're up,
Sure, I'll,
if
Yep.
you're up, if you want to, if you want to, you're.
I'll be around. It'll be fun to.
I think she's on the latest episode of the Sorry Partner podcast.
I believe she is. Yeah, I'll talk to her about that tomorrow. And Adam, I'm going to see you tomorrow night with Greg for the finale. So
I'll be there for 3 and 4 tomorrow.
Hopefully there will be a 3 and 4 tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be close. We'll find out.
Yes.
And you guys will be there for us as well. So we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Take care.